Hey guys, what's up? It's Robbie with Open World Games, and we are continuing our extensive coverage of Tom Clancy's The Division. Did you really think I forgot about this game? It is looking amazing. If you haven't seen it, check out our backlog of videos right here on Open World Games. We've got tons and tons of videos about The Division, but today we're talking about The Division and its graphics. Could we see an upgrade, not a downgrade, thanks to DirectX 12? Also, The Division does not want to be a linear storytelling game. That's really interesting, especially off the heels of Destiny. Could it be a bad thing? We're going to actually talk about that a little bit more. And then also, no friendly fire will be present in The Division. So let's talk about Tom Clancy's Division. So as many of you may already know, Xbox One seems to be the lead platform for The Division. We will be getting exclusive time DLC for Tom Clancy's The Division on the Xbox One first, but more news about the Xbox One PC and The Division coming today. DirectX 12 is built into the PC and the Xbox One, of course, and they're going to be using this to make development easier and faster, allowing them to focus on more features for The Division. And this is coming from the technical director of The Division. He also revealed that it will improve the performance and visual quality even further, going on to say it also lets us work closer to the metal, the actual hardware, which means we can push performance and visual quality even more. And Ubisoft Massive was very, very clear. You will not be seeing a downgrade for The Division at all. In fact, you may see improvements. I wouldn't be expecting any major improvements though. From the demonstrations that we have seen so far, the game is already looking stunning. I can't believe how amazing it looks for such a huge open world. I mean, this world seems to be extremely large, even in comparison to games like Grand Theft Auto 5. But it would be amazing if they came out with a demonstration and we actually saw graphical improvements. But from the closed Gamescom demonstration, Jack Frags did mention that there's a little bit of anti-aliasing issues and some things that weren't seen in E3 2014 or 2013 for that matter. So that's normal because it was a closed door demonstration. That's why they didn't want to make it public, of course. But I would really expect this game to look beautiful when it releases. It's not going to be a Watch Dogs where you see any type of downgrade, simply because it is next gen only. And it's also great for you PC players. They're talking more and more about The Division and the PC, so we can look forward to more news about The Division and the PC shortly, it seems. Also, Ubisoft Massive is really wanting to express their storytelling through the ecosystem. They do not want this to be a story-driven linear game. Now, we are just off the release of Destiny, and a lot of you may be roaming around that world feeling like it has no soul because it has no story. So I really hope The Division is extremely careful with this and they consider adding more story and background to the world of The Division, because you need your emotions tied down to the environment in your game. And one way to do this is through good storytelling. I really do feel like Borderlands is one game that I can think of where they use characters in locations, and if you think of the location in your mind, you immediately associate that with a character, and I hope they have some really creative NPCs in there. That's what I'm wanting to see from the stories, going up to NPCs as a group, interacting with them and getting a great line of dialogue that's either very interesting, that tells you more about the environment and what's going on around you, or that's quirky and funny and creepy because we are in the apocalypse. That'd be cool to see something like that in The Division on occasion. But yeah, I really do consider story to be extremely important. I think a lot of people were let down about that for Destiny, so I do hope that they consider that more. Also, if you didn't hear, there will be no friendly fire or killing of civilians in The Division, so you can explore the world and the content as you wish on your own also, so you can make it sort of a single player experience, although online connectivity is required for this game, and it is going to be a co-op game. You're going to want to jump on with friends. It's going to be extremely important to the experience. But when they commented on about civilians, you're really there to rescue them. You're there to protect them. You are their guardians. They want to identify US agents as the good guys. And they went on to say that's going to be more about the faction-on-faction warfare. So there are going to be factions that you're going to be joining throughout your experience. I'm very curious to see how this all works. I don't understand how good guys are going to be facing off against good guys in PvP unless you're going to be joining factions that are in the gray area or that have turned against America. I'm not too certain how this is going to work, but it's going to be extremely interesting to find out the final details about PvP and civilians as we go along. But what do you guys think? Do you want to be able to kill civilians? What's interesting about this is it's not really a survival game. If they had more survival aspects, I think this would be more of a complaint, simply because you want to be fighting over food and resources. That would be an interesting twist to the whole experience, in my opinion, if you were fighting regular civilians and the population and then other agents on top of it. It would be absolute chaos. Let me know if you guys want to see something like that. So that is your news about Tom Clancy The Division. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned right here to Open World Games for all things Tom Clancy The Division. Thanks guys. I will see you in New York City soon enough.